Okay, I hear it. Damn. Shut up. What's up? All right, let's hop into this thing. Ophiuchus. We're doing Ophiuchus. Okay. All right. What's up, Empress Unicorn? Okay, I ain't doing the dice. Let's see what's up. Right back at you. All right, Holy Spirit, tap me in Ophiuchus, please. All right, let's see. Cheeky, feeling impertinently bold, often in a way is regarded as endearing or amusing. Ooh. Forgive. Worried. So, with this forgive card on here, right? It's giving me grieving. With the candlelight vigil, or that's what it looks like. You know, that's what people do with some candlelight vigils. It's giving me grieving. So you could have grieved someone, okay, walked away from. I'm seeing the chariot. You could have moved on from someone, okay. I don't know what this cheeky is. I don't know. Maybe somebody thought something was funny at the time. Okay, so it looks like you. Okay, so whoever I'm talking to, okay, if you left somebody behind, right? Okay, somebody that you plan on coming together with. At one point in time, you looked at this person, and you had this feeling of worry, being worried, right? Because you felt like this person wasn't going to take anything serious, right? Or you maybe realized that, okay? Maybe forgave yourself for the time wasted or whatever, or giving the benefit of the doubt. Okay, now it looks like it's changed. Yeah, now this person's worried because you've forgiven, you know, yourself, the situation, them, whatever, and you've moved on for some of you. You've already grieved something, or you could be actively grieving something already, and you could find it funny or amusing that somebody's now worried. Somebody could have freckles or beauty marks or something like that. Insecure, feeling uncomfortable or without confidence in yourself. So this person could have made you feel insecure by their actions, by something they did. Okay. It could have been a wound or something, right? that was triggered, okay, that you could be working on or that you have. Hence the forgiveness. Uneasy, feeling restless or mild feeling of anxiety. So this person's worried and anxiety. But before it was all, it was all cheeky. You know what I'm saying? It was gameplay. Okay? Yeah, now something's exploding and they're sorrowful and confused. It's always after. It's always after. Don't take it seriously or fuck around or whatever and then you lose it and then it's think it'd get old. But I guess not. For some people. Hey, as long as it isn't you, right? Yeah, look, exactly. Concern. They wait until after the warnings. After, they get the warnings, you warn them, hey, as many times as I'm up here or other terrorists up here, like, hey, don't do this, because if you do this, this is going to be the turnout, right? The fallout, and then what the hell happens? They do it. They do it. Now they're worried because there's somebody else here. Looks like somebody else who's ready. Who's ready. They're already up at the plate, ready to bat. Somebody's ready. They come that way. So you could have met this person already. They've been your energy. Okay. Or you're already dating this person. Love spell, bliss. Did somebody do a love spell on you? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for today. I ain't gonna go there today. Not today. Not today. All right. Let's see. Ophiuchus. Thief. Oh, what do you know? Surprise. Mature man. Hello. False narrative. Okay. Karma. So there's some people going through some karma trying to spread a false narrative about your relationship or about a man coming towards you or a woman. Okay. Yeah. They're divine? Okay, something about divine time. Bandit. North Node in opposition in the reverse. So somebody tried to take from you and leave you useless, leave you defenseless, leave you beat up, basically. Okay, they wanted you in the upright this way, but as you've seen, it's in the reverse. Trusted official, real love, ritual, please help poverty, self-love. Sorry. So some of y'all met somebody, or you didn't even have to meet them, right? You just could have been made aware of the person, because I'm getting spirit making some of y'all aware of the person, right? Who the person is to you, okay? Or there's a connection there, but it going no further than that, right? There was no initial, back and forth or exchange of communication. Could have been, in the 5D, yeah, okay. But for some of y'all, could have been a physical exchange. But I feel like this person was a thief. They were a thief. This person likes to pose like they're in their North Node. So this is a false prophet. This is somebody who has a platform on the same. It's in the same work environment that you work in. Okay, whether this is an actual work environment that a building you go into, confirmation, or YouTube, TikTok, right? This is somebody who is a fraud amongst the collective. Okay, so you can see their shorts pop up across your page or whatever, you can see their, you know what I'm saying, their videos pop up in your feed. Okay, but this person's a fraud. They're a thief. Yeah, and they've been left. Yeah, they appear like you can trust them. You know, they appear with their messages, you know, as if they are getting them from the divine. Okay, but they're stealing it from other people. You know, they appear with a smiley face. You know, they can be real cute or real handsome. You know, and as long as they smile and say things that are, you know, spiritual enough, right, that they can pass. Okay, they showed up like a trusted official. You know, it doesn't have to be official, obviously, but this is how they showed up. Like they can be trusted. You know, they wore the whole get up. You know, with the badge and the smile and the. You can trust me. Yeah, it's real love. Yeah. They worked with somebody else to do some rituals on you. So the third party, that's them and the third party doing rituals, but the third party ended up leaving their ass by themselves. So be careful of this person trying to come back into your energy. They can be not on the internet that much. You know, they could have made maybe one or two videos in the last few days. You know, they're feeling kind of down. You know, sulky. Because you love yourself. You wasn't going to stop just because you met somebody or you came across somebody. You're still of high honor. You're still a earth angel. Like, what do people think? I don't know. Oh, can't stand frogs, boy. Frogs, boy. Look. Confirmation. Just fraudulent as hell. Like, how do y'all keep a straight face? How? I don't know. It's hard for me to be fake. It's hard for me to be something that I'm not, you know? So I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. We got work, labor, and efforts. Okay. Child, enamored, confusion and illusion. So somebody has the mentality of a child, you know, an adolescent child. Okay, you know, they like to draw people in with their smiles, their dimples, you know, that little twinkle in their eye, right? But they're just as confused as the rest. Okay, they're really a hurt little boy or little girl on the inside, and ain't no shade. I'm just saying, right? The boy's crying. You know, they use this to cover up this, right? Which is really this confusion and illusions, right? If they're confused and in illusions, then they're going to project that outwardly, right? It's like a person not being able to love you if they don't love themselves, you know? So there can be some communication coming in about work or something that some of you do. It could have to do with your harvest. Okay, something you've made, created. Boy, these cards just been slipping all day. Third party situation and faith. Yeah, these people have been trying to work against your faith, but they cannot work against your faith. Okay. Karmic femme, unexpected money, flying monkeys, and thoughts. There's a karmic femme that's pocket watching you, and they got their little dogs on a leash, you know, watching you. They're mad. They feel some type of way because they're blocked. Okay, or there's somebody blocked that wants to surprise you. Or this is somebody who kept, or who was planning a surprise and then got sidetracked, or they never showed up, or it just could be any number of things. Pathway, divine masculine, obsession, gift. There's a divine masculine that's obsessed with your gift or your gifts. Okay. What significance they play yet, I don't know. You know, just because the card says divine masculine does not mean that they, you know, operate as such, okay? Or divine feminine does not mean that they operate as such. I'm just throwing that out there, okay? Number 8 can be significant, 50. Number 5, 24, 42, 38, 83, 66, 46, 64. Somebody ran out of time. Okay. Oh, okay. I like it. All of them. Family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 good cards, one after the other. So this is the new, okay, obviously. There's a water sign out here, okay, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that you get butterflies, okay? They're devoted to you, whether you know that or not yet, okay? They could be planning a getaway, or they could want to get away with you. They're getting a lot of signs about you. They could dream about you. All right. It's mixed too with somebody else out here that's reminiscing. So there could be a past water sign too. Yeah, there's a past water sign and a current one. I'm hearing as well a past fire sign and a current one. For something, it just depends on who you are, what you're dealing with. They're reminiscing, okay, because they play mind games, something about family or connection to family or relatives, or them and your relatives could work together to play mind games with you, okay. Except for they're the ones that are left confused. Lifestyle visit trash. You could have found out about somebody's lifestyle. Okay, so Spirit's been yanking me around, okay? You know, I ain't even going front, okay? And I know, I understand that Spirit's doing it on purpose, but it's kind of, you know, it does piss me off and irritate me a little bit, okay? But it's for a good reason, okay? So Spirit may be keeping something from you, all right? That might be frustrating you, okay? But the end of that thing, Spirit wants you to be surprised about something, okay? Like completely and utterly surprised, shocked, floored. So Spirit might be making you, I don't want to say making you, allowing you to I don't have words to fill in that blank. You see how, you see, just like that. See, just how I didn't have words to fill in that blank. That's what Spirit's doing. Okay. But it's for your Spirit wants you to get the full experience of something. Okay. Now, there's a person from your past, okay? I don't know how to describe this. How do I describe this, Spirit? It's somebody that you've reminisced about, okay? Maybe you had a hookup with, okay? For some of y'all, like years ago, years ago, okay? You probably just, it's something significant about this person, okay? Because you've never forgotten them. You've never forgotten them, okay? It could have actually been with somebody when y'all hooked up, you know. It was back in you, probably when you were more in karmic energy, those days, okay? But they're not in, you know, that energy today, and neither are you. You might not even remember who I'm talking about, but it's going to be brought to your attention, okay? And I feel like this is a part of the surprise. I can't say no more than that. Can't say no more than that. Okay. All right, let's see. I feel like I was about to give too much. That's why I had to. All right, let's see. Let's see. Denial. Okay, closed off. Okay, so somebody was in denial. They were in denial and they closed themselves off to you. For family, give it away, reminiscing, fire sign, appreciate. So now fire sign appreciates you. So I could be talking about a fire sign for some of y'all. Okay, an old fire sign. Well, now they're old, an old fire sign. Getaway. They were in denial that the people around them were who you were telling them that they were. So I don't know if you got a platform. Even if you don't, you could have told this person in person, face to face, text message, over the phone. Okay, video chat, it don't matter, okay? Or in the 5D, or this person could watch a channel that you have, or they could watch tarot and got the message there. However, this person didn't believe it. They were in denial. Oh no, and I understand that. I get that, right? You know, you don't. The average person would not think that the people that they love, right, and that are around them would, be plotting against them silently, right? So somebody didn't believe you around fall. Now, they didn't believe you. They didn't tell you that they didn't believe you though. Emotions, water signs, self-love, revenge. Okay, here's the new person don't want me talking about their old person too much. they don't want me talking about the old person too much, so I'll lay off of that. They're like, it don't matter. That's what the new person, it don't matter. It don't matter. I'm here, me. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Appreciation. Yeah. They said I'm here now. Not we don't need to talk about them now. Okay, I agree. Reminiscing. Fire sign, self-love, revenge. Now they want revenge. It's fire sign. They're looking at your photos, thinking about the past. Leo, Sag, Aries. They've accepted something, or they've come to some type of acceptance when it comes to something. Some type of self-awareness they have. Okay, revenge, children, earth sign. And there's an earth sign out here who wants revenge on you because they're childish. They could have had kids with somebody that's close to you in your family to try to steal a gift from you. So somebody could have got with a sister of yours, a brother of yours, to try to steal something from you. Somebody said, I'll treat you well. I will. Somebody gone. Can't call for help. Divine feminine and confused. So, like I said, confused. This confusion is you not knowing who this mystery person is. Okay. Now, if you remember them, right, from this reading that I'm, kind of sparking your memory, then you'll know who I'm talking about. But if you don't, then you can probably still be, pondering. Okay. Facade, terms, risk, revenge. Again, somebody wants revenge on you because they wore a facade. They wore a facade. Okay. They took a risk somewhere else. They stayed in the patterns that they were in. Okay, now they want to get even because they were childish. We're not going to spend no time on this. Ain't nobody got time for that. Get a therapist. Shit, the world needs a therapist. Good job. Everybody crazy running around here. They think it's normal. The ones that are not crazy, they think they're crazy. Calling good evil and evil good, basically. How come you're not having a meltdown or a toxic reaction like we do? Something's wrong with you. Yeah, something's wrong with you. Yeah, because you're calm. Yeah, because you're at peace. Yeah, because you don't freak out. Yeah, something's wrong with you. Three of Swords, recent past. Ten of Swords, recent past. The Hierophant, something is final. It's a finality, says the Most High. Yeah, something's final. It is final. Three of Wands, and you're looking toward the future, okay? No sweat off your back. Four of Cups, you've been through this before. Yeah, the towers and all. The towers and all, and the secrecy and all. You've been through this before. Secret sex relationships and, secret passions being given underneath the moon. Nine of Cups, you're excited about something that's approaching, okay, or that's arriving, or that has arrived, okay, depending on where you are. Ace of Swords, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. King of Pentacles. Nine of Swords is the King of Pentacles out here that wants you, that desires you, okay, but you got your back turned towards them as well. You're not interested in this person at all. They're not on your radar, okay. Justice, yeah, they're getting karma. That is a part of their karma for you to turn your back on them, because it looks like they turned their back on you. Yeah, they had something over here that they thought sufficed, which is just fine. But it feels like this person, they didn't really feel like it sufficed, because they wouldn't have tried to bully you and destroy your life, whoever this is. Okay, Five of Swords, the Chariot. You know, somebody wanted to act like, oh, I'm good, I'm fine over here. Yeah. We're having fun. Woohoo! Don't you wish you were here? But the whole time they're looking back at you to see if it's affecting you, to see if you're like, oh man, I wish, I wish I can be a part of the group. I wish, Lord, I wish. Ace of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Yeah, you're getting something anyway. So somebody thought that they got you. Four of Pentacles. They thought that they stopped something for you, or delivered a fatal blow so that you would not receive something. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, and they collaborated to do this. The Hierophant. These be co-workers of this King of Pentacles somehow, whether they work in the same, I keep hearing precinct. Somebody could be police officer or work for the law. Queen of Swords, the Hermit, the Page of Swords. I feel like you said something that makes somebody think. Okay, you could be giving somebody information about a death that occurred in the past. Like they're putting the pieces together. Excuse me, as you're speaking the truth, they're grabbing the truths that you speak and they're fitting them in empty places. And it's making sense. Something's making sense. Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Magician, Two of Swords. Yeah, there's an investigator here saying that everything that you said checks out. They're telling somebody else this in shock and awe and surprise. So you got other like detectives or whatever telling their detective buddies or whoever they're telling, that whatever you do, it looks like in the spiritual community, whatever you do or truth you speak or the source of that truth, it's real. It's shocking. I feel in this person too that they're excited. There's some excitement in this person. Somebody's thinking about partnering with whoever this Queen of Swords is. Whoever this detective is. They want to. They're thinking about putting your gifts and your talents together with their gifts and their talents. Okay, seems like a side message. Alright, what else? There could be a group that collaborated together that's under judgment. They tried to hold on to an offer or hold back an offer, okay, by betraying you, by causing some type of heartbreak, some type of third party situation. The Four of Cups. Yeah, whatever was supposed to happen or whatever you were supposed to do or the way that you were supposed to respond or they thought you were supposed to respond, you didn't. And even if you did sweat, you know what I'm saying? You're smart enough not to let your enemies see you sweat. Like, that's none of their business. Just like everything else that they try to look at, that's none of their business, right? They want a reaction. They want to see you sweat, to see you sad, to see you downtrodden. But even when you are, that's not for them to see. That's not for them to see, so they'll never get that. They'll never get that. Not from you, they won't. Chariot. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you like it. It's like somebody hit you with a car, right? Comes out of nowhere, smacks you with the car, right? They stop. Skirt. They're all excited and stuff. Yeah, we got him. They get out the car, right? Or they back up. They back the car up, right? They stop right where they hit you at. They get out the car to see that you're, dead, and you're not there on the ground. You're not on the ground. Where they let you. They're freaking out. You can see it, can't you? Magician. Yeah. Chariot, Seven of Swords. Damn, these cards, boy. So whatever they did last, it packed a punch because I'm getting the Most High telling me that like it was heavy. Like whatever they sent, it was heavy. Okay, it definitely heavy enough to kill a person. It was. Hence being hit with a car at full speed, right? Okay, but you're not the average person. You know, you're not the average human being. You're a high priestess energy. You're a royal priesthood, right? There's things that come with a royal priesthood, and one of those things is protection in all forms. Matter if you get hit by a car or poisoned, you're gonna live. Nine of Swords in the Moon. So somebody's being haunted. I heard Fright Night. I think that was an old school movie. The Knight of Wands, the Tower, the Emperor, the Five of Swords. I'm telling you, somebody's supposed to hit you and bring back proof. Whether that was a physical thing or, you know, spiritual or see or you react or whatever. But they were supposed to carry out something and bring back physical proof of it to this emperor. But they don't have any proof because you disappeared. Seven of Swords, the Moon, and Nine of Swords. What else? Queen of Pentacles. You disappeared and you were raised from the dead. You were raised from the dead. God rose you back up. Okay? And they're terrified. Like, oh shit. Oh shit, why are they still walking around? Like how? Like what? Like they can't believe their eyes? Yeah, they can't believe their eyes. Neither can this emperor. Neither can this emperor. All right. Happy birthday to anybody whose birthday is today. Happy birthday. Y'all made me feel better. I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling kind of irritated before I got up here, but I feel better now. You know, I do. Came to see y'all, you know. Talk to my family. Y'all are the shit. And you better know it. I know you could, but you know, we have those days. Especially when you got a whole bunch of psychopaths stalking you every day. You know, it's like, it just gets irritating. You know, the Lovers, current energy. Okay, Seven of Cups. So you got options. You got options. Okay, you got a lot of options. So you've entered a new arena. That's what it feels like. You've entered a new arena, and there's a whole bunch of options lined up waiting for you. It's giving me that one dating show, which I think is a disrespectful show. But, you know, what, 20 versus 1 or something like that? You know, they had the people with the balloons and stuff, right? I think that is so just mean. Like, damn, y'all couldn't have found another way to do that. But anyway, something like that. 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. You're going to have your pick of the litter. Confirmation. Spirit says the best. Yeah. All your options are going to be good options. Great options, excuse me. Eight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. These could be a whole bunch of King of Pentacles. These could be 7 different types of King of Pentacles. You know, King of Cups, or just Emperor's period, right? The Lovers, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody feels like they're not in the run, or they're not in the running. Well, if they took themselves out, then of course they're not in the running. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, they spun the wheel and they went over $1. You know, Price is Right. Yeah, they spun the wheel and they went over $1. You know, and they didn't really know how to play the game, so they thought they won. They were jumping up and down like, yeah, yeah, I got $1.25. Yeah. You're supposed to get $1 or under, sir, or the closest thing to it without going over. Yeah, you didn't win anything. So somebody's realizing that they didn't win anything. Eight of Swords, Two of Swords. Yeah, they trapped themselves. Six of Swords, and you're gone. Six of Swords, Ace of Cups. So somebody that tried to play the game with you and doesn't even know how to play the game lost the game. Five of Pentacles. But we're not going to spend any time on them. The Nine of Cups. I don't know why I always get this Four of Cups right here. So I always get this, I think I'm better than you type of energy. It's like people look at you like, you must be like successful in whatever you do. I don't know what you do, but whatever you do, like you're popular in it. Like this person like was looking at you like picture the Four of Cups. They were looking at you like, man, like, who the fuck they think that? Like somebody's jealous of your connection to the divine. Maybe because theirs is fake. I can't see someone who's actually connected to the Most High jealous of another person's connection to the Most High. So yeah, it's somebody who doesn't have a true connection with the Most High. That's why they're mad, jealous, felt some type of way. And you could look real good too. I mean, they could too, but it's insecurity. So you know, what's the first thing a person that's insecure does to somebody, because of their looks or because of whatever reason, they go and sleep with somebody else, as if to make the person feel, you know, less attractive or insecure about themselves. But really, it's the person who cheated or the person who acted out of turn who's really the one that's insecure, right? It's projection. You know who you are, okay? You come in, when you come in or when you show up on the scene, what does God say? If you, basically, I'm paraphrasing here, okay? If you go somewhere, right, your peace goes with you, right? Wherever you go, your peace is with you, right? If that peace isn't returned to you, what does God tell us to do? Shake the dust off our feet, right? And keep it pushing, right? Okay? I feel like that's what you did. Yeah, you showed up at somebody's house, you know. You wiped your feet at the door. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even have to be told to do so because you got home training. Okay? Right? You were respectful. You know what I'm saying? Kind, loving, peaceful. They didn't return that to you. They returned disrespect. So you shook the dust off of your feet and you skedaddled. Yeah, you skedaddled. The Knight of Cups, the Hermit. Oh. The Fool. Okay, hit me at the last second. Somebody wants to be romantic with you in an enclosed space. Okay. Foreplay can be significant. Okay. The Devil. Yeah. The Tower. Somebody want to knock your socks off. Queen of Pentacles, the Hangman, Justice, Page of Swords. Give me one for the Devil. It's too many, Spirit. Six of Wands, yeah. That Devil is the foreplay. That's what that is, right there. Yeah. So there's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine. So you gave this person enough rope to hang themselves with, and they did. They did. They're going through some type of karma right now. They're experiencing some type of heartbreak over some plan that they were implementing over a long period of time. The Hierophant. Okay, this could have been a person connected to an organization or something like that, or they had help from certain organizations or entities. Okay. I heard prostitution ring. Page of Swords, Five of Cups, the Emperor. Somebody's watching an Emperor and the Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like somebody's watching in glee and laughter. They think it's funny. This is somebody who tricked this Emperor, who manipulated this Emperor. There he is. That tried to manipulate you. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Justice. Somebody wants to come in and argue with you and then have sex with you. That's how somebody gets down. That's how they think that argue. Somebody's toxic as fuck. They're just toxic as fuck. Okay. You think dick or vagina is gonna soothe something, put a band-aid on something? I mean, if like, how do you even sleep with a person if you're, you feel betrayed or disgusted by them? So it's giving trauma bonding. Somebody wants a toxic trauma bond. Like, you're not gonna touch me, sir. If I'm disgusted with you, it's like ill. Like, ill. don't touch me. Like, no. It's like somebody sleeping with somebody they're not really attracted to or they don't like. Like, how do you even do that? How? Okay, Nine of Wands. Yeah, you already know this person's game, whoever you are. Okay, the opportunity's already been lost. Okay, that's too many. Moving on, Spirit. What else? Outside of this. The Chariot. Yeah, you're already gone. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're already gone. You're already gone. Okay, ain't nothing left but smoke. Okay, dust in your wake. The Nine of Swords, the Magician, the Three of Pentacles. Somebody manifested an opportunity, but they decided to collaborate. Your family could have got to this person or some relatives. Okay, that you cut off. A Scorpio can be significant. Cancer. Leo, Sagittarius. Temperance. Temperance. The Olympics could be significant. The Eight of Pentacles. Damn, what's going on? Okay, so somebody's been watching you. Whatever you do, that's you give a lot of detail with it. Okay, somebody's been scouting you. Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and it has something to do. The scouting has something to do with you doing something by yourself, or you building something all on your own. You not having any backing, or partners in helping you do whatever this is. Okay, you climbed the ladder on your own. All right. I mean, no shade to anybody who has had help in that area, right? But we're talking about people who have got it out the mud themselves, right? Climb these stairs on their own, step by step. There was tests to pass on each step that you stepped on, right? You had to pass a series of tests before you could step up to the next one, and then to the next one, and all the way up to the top, where the door to exit is. Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands. Somebody cheated on you with a Queen of Pentacles? Or chose a Queen of Pentacles over you? They third partied you and then they blocked you without saying anything. So the connection was going right in the 5D. The connection was fine, right? And then all of a sudden there was a break or a cutoff. It's because somebody had been getting with the Queen of Pentacles, or they were already with the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you were good enough to, you know, for them to share your energy or your sexual energy with, but beyond that, you know, they didn't give you any attention. Yet they were watching you still. So don't get that. All right, what else? The Seven of Cups. Somebody worked on the confusion that they brought. Like they did it on purpose. Ten of Wands. For some of y'all that's getting together with whoever you're getting together with, something about you guys, some of y'all, you can have the same skin tone. Like you can both be like darker skin. For somebody specifically, what Spirit's showing me. Something about you guys looking good together. Okay, it's something about like chocolate or I don't know. It just it looks good. It looks good enough to eat, taste, experience. Okay, I don't know. Y'all might y'all might have people soliciting you to you know, swing or something like that. Like y'all gonna, you know, look damn good together. Yeah, I'm seeing couples do that. The world reverse, but y'all be like, nah, I'm good. Hold up. It's upside down. We'll do that again. Okay. The Knight of Wands reverse. At least, no, they're in the upright. King of Swords reverse. The Tower. So there's the King of Wands in the reverse. King of Swords. So there's a King of Swords and a King of Wands out here. The King of Wands is hiding. Okay, or they could be hiding their relationship with this King of Swords in the reverse, who's confused themselves. This is somebody who hasn't let you go. This is somebody who's been stalking you from behind the scenes. Okay, you might have seen this person physically for a while, but they haven't stopped stalking you. They're still a fucking weirdo. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. It's for your money. It's for your money. It's a bum. They could be a police officer. It's a bum-ass police officer, a corrupt one. Queen of Swords that you put in their place. You put this person in their place. The Hangman. They could have been, let me see. They tried to get you to hang up your faith, to quit judgment, to give up on the Most High. The Queen of Swords, yeah, that's what you said to them. Four of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like y'all don't play about y'all connection to the Most High. You know, do anything to you, but don't try to fuck with that, because then it's going to be a real problem. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, because then you bunker down, or this is future energy. Somebody's going to try to separate you from your faith. Death. Four of Swords. The Magician. The Five of Wands. There could be a passing that happens, and then people start to fight. I feel like it's out of fear. Because they know that something's going to happen to them next. Now, it doesn't have to be death, right? But it could be some type of ending, depending on what they did, what they're a part of, and what, you know, they put their hands to. But these people are fighting each other because they're terrified. Because they're about to witness something. Somebody, it could be this King of Swords in the reverse. They're going to witness this person. Something happened to this person. Something that you could have said that was going to happen to this person. This person thought they act like they knew everything, or they thought they knew everything. This person will be having a conversation with somebody and or just butt in a conversation, hearing people talk about something and acting like they know everything about the subject that they're speaking of, but they don't. So they're just listening to the other people in the group talk about the subject, right? And then they kind of like pinch information, right? Pinch information, and then they start guesstimating, right? Guessing, estimating what something could be, or trying to get as close as possible as they can to it to sound efficient in it, and they're not. Con artist, thief, sexually explicit, inappropriately sexually explicit. Oh my God. Okay, so spirit showing me somebody flashing somebody who is an adult doing things. I don't even know how to word that, spirit, for YouTube. I don't even know how to word that. An adult being inappropriate in, let's say, a school zone. Let's say that in a school zone. Okay. I'm just leave it there because I don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch that. Somebody has an obsession with harming innocence. It's innocence. Anything carrying an innocent energy. So it could be from child to, an innocent adult person, okay? An innocent homeless person. It's just innocence. Temperance, Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, Justice, Seven of Cups. Somebody knows that you're about to get married or that you're about to come into some type of union, okay? But I don't feel like it's just a union. I feel like it's something solidified, okay? So a proposal, moving in with someone, something, it's solidified. Queen of Cups. Ooh. Somebody could be seeing like demon faces or something like that. Like in everything around them. Like somebody's being hunted. Ace of Swords. Somebody's being hunted. Look at this. This is like a demon face. So look, this is sitting like this on this table. How it's cut off. Look at the face right there. Y'all see that? Don't that look like a half of a face? The nose, right? Cheekbones, the eye sockets, jaw, the chin. Okay, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like it though. So somebody's seeing demonic faces in things, okay, in everything. Everything. It's like they're being hunted from the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm's coming through, and showing themselves to him, whoever it is. The star reverse. If this person had any spiritual gifts, they lost them, or they were taken. Four of Swords. There could be a mother figure here that's fallen from grace, or that's fallen from grace, or that will soon fall from grace. Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups. I'm telling you, somebody that, for some of you, somebody you had a sexual experience with, and it could have been one good time, okay? Y'all never forgot that experience, so just say that, all right? This is that person. Whoever that is for you, this is that person. Ten of Wands, Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and that was like the only time that you saw them, or you didn't see them anymore after that, or for some of y'all, they could have been in a relationship. You could have been single. So way back. It's confusion. Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. So somebody, I don't know if something happens in front of some people, but I'm seeing somebody study. They're studying someone walk towards you, someone come towards you. Can you have it with these flying monkeys here? Because I've been noticed it, but every time I go to the gym, right, they like to sit around me with their phones and shit, and they'll texting and stuff, right, and then sometimes they'll like act like they're doing something and try to face their camera towards me, with the kind of like to record me or whatever, like I don't fucking see the shit, okay, but that's what they do, they be on their phones and shit, like 007, secrecy, and it's no secret, okay, but it's giving me that. It's giving me that. Okay, people around you texting or letting someone know what's happening. Okay. Oh, they're on their second set. They usually do 7 sets of 20. They're on their second set right now. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're just sitting there. No, they're not doing nothing. They're just sitting there. Yeah, now they're on their 5th set. Yeah, they're on their 5th set. Six of Cups, 4 of Cups, Judgment, and the 9 of Swords. Reader, 3 of Pentacles. Like I just said, you see them or you know what they're doing around you. So somebody may come back from your past and you may reject them. Okay, there may be multiple people coming in at one time. Somebody's trying to get there before the other does. You're gonna reject somebody. Like it's not even a conversation that needs to be had. Like you're not even going to allow yourself to give someone a drop of your energy, confirmation. Like if this person comes towards you, you're gonna make sure you don't make eye contact, or you're just gonna tell the motherfucker like we have nothing to talk about. Get the away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no conversation that needs to be had with your past here. None. You don't need any closure. You don't need to talk about nothing. There's nothing that needs to be spoken about. For some of you. Any advice, Spirit? Everybody made their decisions. Deal with them. Suck it up, Buttercup, and deal with it. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, because you're about to receive what's yours, and there are certain people who are left out of this. Okay, God was not going to allow you to have this if you would, have thought about sharing it with any of these people. Absolutely the hell not. Okay, and since you know the truth, since you got the info that you need, God knows you're not going to share this with these people that tried to rob you of what belongs to you, like they had some type of fucking entitlement to it. Let them starve. Let them freeze. Let them do whatever outside. Okay? Ace of Wands. Let them get beat with that stick. Let them get beat with that stick. Because that's look. Yeah, I want to try to be romantic. I'm so sorry, and I just... You make me so happy, and I don't know what I was thinking, and I'm just so crazy, and I don't deserve you. And you're right. You don't deserve my collective. Okay. You don't. That's why it's over. Okay, that's the reading. Hope you enjoyed it, beloved. All right. You want to donate to the channel, book personal info below the video. In the description section, okay. Spiritual hygiene, stay on that, okay. Make sure you're doing it like double, triple time, okay. It's just people they've been on that fuck shit more than usual, okay. Just make sure that you just doing the extra cleansing, extra protection, however you do that. Just make sure that you double, triple, quadruple stack it. All right. Stay prayed up, and that's it. Enjoy yourself. Don't try to look ahead. Some of y'all still, it may be taking you a few days to shake off that irritation. Okay. But you're going to shake it off. All right. Just keep moving forward. Okay. Frustrated or not. Irritated or not. All right. All right. I love y'all, beloved. Be safe. All right. And I will holla at y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna do Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's read tomorrow, Collective read tomorrow, and I'm gonna take a break, maybe for like 3-4 days. And then when I come back, I'm gonna do the All Signs read. That'll be the first read that I do when I come back. The All Signs read. All right. All right. Love y'all. I'll holla at y'all in a minute. Be safe. All right. Stay prayed up. And I'll holla later.